Did you know that as of August 2023, more than 43% of companies in Germany reported a shortage of skilled workers? And the situation grew so dire that as of November 2023, it cost the government to bring up the new Skilled Workers Immigration Act. So if you're looking to move to Germany, this particular act is something that you should know about even before making any move. And in this video, I'll be talking about everything you need to know. Let's get into it. It is important that you go and subscribe. Yes, go subscribe. And at the end of this video, you'll know yes, I did not waste my time. So I have my computer right here and I have done all my research and everything is just on my computer. So if you see me looking down, it's not just because I'm looking somewhere. It's just that I'm looking to give you the best in this video. So for the next several minutes, let's get into this new Skilled Workers Act. So what is this Workers Act all about, right? For the skilled workers, it's categorized into two in Germany. So the first one goes through professional training, which we call Ausbildung here, and the second is through academic degrees. So you went to a university. If you went to a university, you'll be expected to come in with a degree that has been recognized by the university you studied in. And this should be at the same level of what is required in Germany. And for the professional training, you've gone to do about 3 years or at least more than 2 years of skilled work and practicals, and you've gone to be an apprenticeship in carpentry and all those, or plumbing, or all of that. And you also have a certificate that shows that you went through all of this. So what are some requirements that you need for you to be able to work as a skilled worker here in Germany? The first thing would be that your degrees are recognized. Yes, this is called Anerkennung. So you go through several it took me months for my degree to be recognized here in Germany. And then after that, if you have been offered a job, you would have to go through something called a declaration of the contract of employment. So that is also something that is necessary. And also if you have been issued a written permission to exercise your profession. So the third one, this is if you have to work in something that is regulated, such as the health sector, maybe as a doctor. Yeah. And if you meet specific requirements for a foreigner, so that's your valid passport and secure a means of support. That means you have enough money to sustain yourself while you're here. Those are the true requirements: the recognition, your employment declaration of your employment contract, permission to work here, and also a valid passport and means of sustenance. Next would be the question: if you have a foreign university, what are my options? I'll give you a particular link to check all of that, because there might be several occupations that are necessary or are more needed or more required in Germany as compared to others. Like IT, just in 2023 had a shortage of 144,000 people, whereas that might not go for others. We have also for service. So if it is something you want to come do, engineers are very much necessary. needed, sorry, are very much needed. So all of that I would put also in this link. You'll find it in the description box below. So the next one is, I do not have a university degree, but you did your professional training abroad. What can you do? So this is that you would also have to take up skilled occupation as a professional, that you completed your professional training abroad. You would have to submit your documents, and this would be also evaluated. And the thing is that you can only work in that specific skill that you did before. You cannot work in assistant positions. You cannot work in semi-skilled positions. So you are a carpenter, you come in as a carpenter, you work as a carpenter. You cannot come in as assistant carpenter. You cannot come in as supporting carpenter. Nine. It would not work. You come in as a plumber, you work as a plumber. That's what it is. So if you are above the age of 45, can you still apply as a skilled worker? Yes, you can still apply. The thing is that if you're unable to gain that EU card, because there's an EU blue card, right? You cannot gain that, your gross annual income, the total income that you've been making, would be able to first sustain you and able to meet the requirements that are set by the government. There's several requirements. I'll put that link down also. Okay, can you bring your family? The thing is with skilled workers is that you can bring your family. Yes, you can bring your spouse and your minor children. So minor children are from immediate family, but they are also less than the age of 18. So if you're coming, you're 45, your child is already 30, it's not going to work. So you don't have an employer yet in Germany, but you still want to come to Germany. You want to find employment in Germany. For this, you would first have to get your diplomas recognized, your certificates recognized. You have to command a level of B1. If you're going to go into the health sector, you must know that, okay, you would be promised that at the point of requirement, when you want to work fully in the sector, they can give it to you. They can promise you that yes, you would be able to work in this sector. And you would also need to command the level of B1 at least. The command of German language would be at the level of B1. If you want to know how easy you can in like 6 months to be at level of B1, I'll link a video up here. You will also need to, you can then apply for this, and you will have 6 months to look for a job. And within that 6 months, you can work in your professional field on a trial basis for 10 hours per week. This would be a visa that would be given to you. And it's that with this particular one, your family cannot join you yet because it's not full. If it's 10 hours per week, you have to work up to 40 hours per week. That's 8 hours a day to be able to work full side. In the case that you have a foreign training and it is not yet being recognized in Germany, you have the opportunity to carry out more learning, like to learn more about this, go through Ausbildung, a professional training here in Germany that can last up to 18 months and that can be extended to about 24 months. And at the end of this, you should have at least a level of A2 or higher with your command of German. Can I attend a professional training program in Germany? Yes, you can attend a professional training program in Germany. However, you would have to have a level of B1 or higher, and you would have to be able to you will only be able to work 10 hours per week. That means most of the time that you would be here, it will be focused towards your training. So you can work about 10 hours per week, but then the remaining amount of time would be either in schooling or in your company for your training. And if you are not older than 25, you can enter Germany, but then the command of German will be at the level of B2. And this is if you studied in a German school abroad, if you have a higher entrance qualification. So, and this would be only that you can stay for about 6 months here. But then after that, you have to extend your stay with your visa, residence permit. With all this that has been said so far, do you know that you can fast track it?
What you want is a man who's going places, a go-getter on the management fast track.
Because I know, like, I've been given a lot of information, and to digest it, some people are just like, give me the fast track pill. To fast track it, you must be in either of these categories. You must be a skilled worker with professional training or a skilled worker with academic training, a highly qualified worker, a researcher or scientist, managers, professional training courses. If you're any of this, then you can fast track. What will happen would be that you would first of all have an employer here in Germany. If you don't have an employer, you don't need to fast track anything.
You find a job yet?
I'm planning on it. I gotta find a job.
So if you look for an employer and they're ready to employ you from wherever you are, this employer here in Germany would put in an application, the fast track application, with the local foreign authority here. The local foreign authority would advise your employer on what to do and also submit an application to the FER, that's the Federal Employment Agency here in Germany. And this fees would amount to about 411 euros.
Rules, no money, no honey.
You also need to recognize your degrees and certificates. These are exempted from this 411 euros. And after all of that, after everything that has been done here has been done, you would be issued a preliminary approval. Yeah! The employer would send you this preliminary approval, and this approval is what, upon receiving it, you would make an appointment with with the German embassy where you are for your visa. And you come with this to your visa appointment, and mission board there will take a decision on your visa application. The visa in itself is about 75 euros. So that's for the fast track. That's the good news of most of it. And if you have any other questions as to what to do, kindly leave it down below. I would be happy to answer all your questions. If you get confused somewhere, just go back and rewatch it, and I would be happy to reply you as to all your questions that you have. I would also put the links as to the places where you can get an update about all of these laws and what they entail. Some of them are in German, so you have to do a translation, and some of them are in English, which would be good for you. Not so many other languages, But if you have any questions in any of your language that you speak, write them and I will try to translate them and try to reply to them. Okay, if you found this helpful, kindly leave a like, a comment, a yes, I found this helpful. Would be really wonderful to me to know like what I am actually producing and giving out there is useful to the people that are listening or that are getting it. I would also tell you that before arriving, there are 10 things that you need to know before getting to this place that most likely do not come into just looking for a job here. And I'll link that up here. Thank you for joining me this week, and you have a wonderful, wonderful week. Bis nächste Mal. Tschüss.